Good morning, Buffalo. Brian Hayden here with Visit Buffalo Niagara and another episode of Buffalo Live. Well, it's Easter time in Buffalo. That can mean only one thing, a stop at the city's iconic Broadway Market. Traces its roots back in the city's Broadway Fillmore neighborhood all the way back to 1888. And when you think about some of the iconic foods at the Broadway Market, there's collectively centuries worth of food history and food traditions here. So we thought we'd quickly run through some of these iconic foods. I'm here with Adam with Malchus's Butter Lambs. Adam, tell us a little bit more. This is a huge butter lamb you've come to show us. How many of these do you go through a year, and what's the significance of these butter lambs?
This is actually our largest butter lamb that we make. That I brought with me here today. We make 6 sizes altogether. They're in all sorts of grocery stores all throughout the state of New York, down to Pennsylvania, Ohio, the East Coast, and Massachusetts. So we sell a lot of these lambs, about 80,000 worth over the Easter season. So yeah, so we were busy making these for a long time, and we're excited to finally be getting close to Easter, where we'll be able to sell a lot of these. They have a huge meaning behind them. It's a religious symbol. The Lamb of God in the Eucharist. The red ribbon is represents the blood of Christ. The eyes, the peppercorn eyes, represent the lighting of the world, and the red flag represents Alleluia, peace on earth.
Why do you think these butter lambs are so popular during the Easter season? I mean, what kind of traditions does this hold for people?
I mean, it's just a tradition. You have it at your Easter table, brunch, dinner, breakfast. On Easter Sunday, the meaning is there, the religious symbol. Easter is a very holy day. So, I mean, people that started this tradition, decades ago in Buffalo, but this goes all the way back to Poland. So, it's just a tradition for a lot of families to have, and it wouldn't be Easter without a butter lamb on the table.
Very good, very good. All right, Adam, thank you. I'm going to continue my tour of the Broadway Market now. If you take a look over here, you can see there's sponge candy bars. There's all sorts of delicious, sweet confectionery treats in Buffalo. And basically, you can't get enough of chocolate at Easter time. So lots of delicious stuff here. And now you see Keshiki Bakery traces its roots back 30 years at the Broadway Market. Austin over here. Austin, how are you? Good, good. Tell us a little bit more about your bakery, your family's bakery, why you continue to be at the Broadway Market after all these years.
Yeah, definitely. So we've been at the bakery, like you said, for 30 years now. We're actually celebrating. My grandparents came here in '87, right from Poland, $100 in their suitcases, and they were just determined to make, the American dream for themselves. And they took over this bakery here at the Broadway Market. And ever since we've been here, we're huge supporters of the market. It's done so much for my family and the whole community. And it really just continues to keep this area of Buffalo alive. And it's great for the Easter season. We have all the traditional things, the butter lambs, the Polish sausage, the horseradish. We have the placek, Keshiki, makoviak, rye bread, you name it. So it's really all about just keeping the tradition alive and, bringing something to the Buffalo community.
Absolutely, absolutely. Austin, thank you for sharing some of your family's story. And we're going to get just some close-ups of all these delicious treats here. You look at these wonderful pastries and get a close-up of that placek there. Really top-notch stuff, perfect for the Easter season. And our final stop over here is going to be the Broadway Market horseradish stand. Wanda, good morning. How are you? It's good to see you. So Wanda and her husband Zen have been bottling horseradish here for 30 years, and they took over from a company that was making it for 30 years before that, too. And when you take a look at the ingredients on the Broadway Market horseradish, there it is, horseradish root and vinegar. It doesn't get much more authentic than that, Buffalo. Wanda, could you give me a sample of that delicious horseradish? Thank you. All right. Well, I'm going to finish up here with just a little dollop of horseradish on this cracker and toasting off to the Easter season in Buffalo, New York at the Broadway Market. So for Visit Buffalo Niagara and Buffalo Live, I'm Brian Hayden. We'll see you next time.